is Fahima and I'm going to share my experience with you about my community service. We went to 3 places. The first one was the animal shelter, and the second was refugee center, and the third was we went for the cleaning at the KL. 3 of the places were really nice. I really enjoyed doing different community services, and the best part was that when we did the community service, every time we were doing any work, I had a kind of a feeling, a happiness and a peaceful in my soul. Cleaning was a thing which made me always happy. Either it was at the dog shelter or it was at the care. So that was a thing when I was doing it, and after I did it, I saw the place was clean. That was a thing which made me really happy. And it was a good experience to do something for other without thinking of getting a reward for it. So thank you for giving us an opportunity to do community service.
Okay, so the first time we went out, we went to a dog sanctuary, like it's a shelter, and it's in Puchong, and we were told that they had 293 or so dogs, and we expected it to be a lot cleaner than what we went to. There was a lot of poop everywhere, and we helped them clean it. And there were a lot of abuse cases, and some of the dogs were pretty aggressive with us, and we were not allowed to touch them. We also had 5 little puppies. We gave them we played with them, and it was a nice day because it was just the first day we all went out. Kind of awkward at first because we had to get to know each other and work as a team. But I guess at the end of the day, after feeding the dogs and helping the staff clean and everything, it felt really gratifying. As for the second day, we went to KL to clean up. It was the World Cleanup Day. We expected a huge crowd, but it was around 50 to 70 people, I guess. The most surprising part about the whole thing was we found at least 8,000 cigarette butts. So it just reinforces my idea of not liking smokers in general. They smoke, they put the cigarette butts everywhere. It's a nuisance for everyone else. It's a lot of cleanup, and even if the people keep cleaning up, I don't think you can get rid of it completely. But after the cleaning also, it felt pretty nice because you feel like you're doing something for the community. We went back to the dog sanctuary for one more time. We were going to give them showers that day, but the water pressure was pretty low and it was kind of rainy, so we just did the usual. We helped them clean, we fed the dogs, we cleaned the utensils, and then we took group pictures with the lady there. Her name is Devi, and she gave us some neem leaves because they had a huge neem tree and I was pretty into it. As for the last aspect of our community service initiative, we went to a refugee camp, and people, the children, they were from age of 2 to 14, I guess, all toddlers. Most of them were toddlers. It was pretty sad because these refugees, they're not given the right to an education. Some of them have dreams of becoming pilots and policemen, and I don't think they will be given the opportunity ever to pursue their dreams. It was very sad. I'm not a children person, but it was nice to see them.
My name is He Bingxin. I'm from BH18. We did the community service with our group members, which are in the shelter and world cleaning events, and also visit the refugee. The activities that impressed me most were the World Cleaning Day. We clean the street together and package the rubbish at the end of the events. First of all, I have no idea with what is a community service, but after those activities, I realized the community service is not only about the activities, it's more about team and personal growth.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn and I'm from the Sumerian team. So I would like to talk about what I feel about my community service initiative, which I did with my group members. So just to be honest, it was not easy at first. It was quite exhausting, but over time I did enjoy what I was doing because I felt that I was giving back to the society. And to talk about what I felt about the community service activities, I felt happy, really content, and really proud of myself because I was able to do something good, beneficial to the society. I learned and gained a lot of experience and knowledge. Those activities had been an eye-opener for me. And to end this video, I would like to thank all my group members for cooperating with me to make the community service initiative a successful one.
Hi, my name is Kaijun, and today I'm going to share about my experience after doing my community service at the animal shelter. The main reason to volunteer at this shelter is because my teammates think that every animal has a soul and they should be treated with respect. At first we went there, I feel sad because I saw that many dogs get locked up in the cage and they feel like lost for meaning and purpose. But luckily, there's an Indian family who full of love that very taking care of them. And yes, the dog is our main major to the animal shelter to help them, but the staff also need us the most. So me and my team decided to help them to sweep the floor and clean those dog poops and wash the dishes and also feed the dogs. I had never volunteered before stepping into animal shelter, and now I feel very proud that I have done my community service in the animal shelter. It feels like very good after giving back to the society.
Hi everyone, my name is Kesha Ragavan from BH18. So overall, I am very happy and satisfied about the job that I did for our community service activities at Mayor, Malaysia Independent Animal Rescue and Zumi Refugee Shelter. On my first day, I was scared because it was my first time engaging in such activities and I didn't know what was expected from me. However, on my last day, I was more confident about what I was doing and by then, I could perform with much ease. Even though I didn't do much or give much, it made me generously pleased to help others. It was a great experience and opportunity for me to learn and bond with my humanity. I look forward to more activities like this. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mick. I'm from BH18 and we did community service in 3 different places, which are Malaysian Independent Animal Rescue, Water Cleanup Day, and we went to Zomi Education Center. For the first place, we went there for 2 times because of the time limitation. So basically, we just clean up the dog shelter and give them food, and clean the shelter after for 2 times. And for Water Cleanup Day, we packaged different trash that we picked from pick up from Masjid Jamur, and as long as we pick the trash there, we walked into Bukit Pindang with our trash, and we categorize them in the end of the day. And we also went to Zomi Education Center. There is a kind of refugee for kids, and we taught them how to make fold papers and kind of activities. In the end, we gave them gifts, and that's what we do for community service.
Hi guys, I'm Raven. I'm from Bachelor of International Hospitality Management, and this is my reflective. So before going to help the community, I never really made time to do such activities. But it turns out it didn't really felt like it take a huge amount of my time, and I was actually happy to do it. So we went to 3 places. The first one was the animal shelter, which is my favorite because I like dealing with animals and we get to help out at the same time. At the animal shelter, all the dogs has their own stories, and the caretaker told us about how they go out of their way to rescue dogs, which is very inspiring. I hope that one day I can open my very own shelter. The second event, we participate in a World Cleanup Day. I learned some new things like what can be recycled: plastic foams, glass bottles, and we accumulated almost 8,000 cigarette butts, which is pretty shocking. I hope after this event people will be more aware of things and start to practice recycle and reuse. The third place we went was a refugee education center. We made activities like drawing and games. Some of them actually drew pictures of me, and it was actually kind of cute. But I found out that they cannot go to school like normal kids do, which is really sad. Overall, that made me realize that my problem is not as big after all. It inspired me to be more grateful and to become a more selfless person. I am happy I'm able to help with the community, and I will do it more often from now as it adds purpose to my life. That's all. Thank you.
Yo guys, what's up? I'm Roland and I'm also from the Sumerian team. Basically this video is just me recapping and actually telling you how I felt about the community service. And for me, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think so it was about a 7 or 10. Why 7? I think we could have done more. I mean, if we had more time means it would be better, because it was actually very fun meeting with my new group members who I actually didn't know for the first time we met, because my group was just picked into random. So yeah, we went to the dog shelter. It was quite fun there also, taking care of the dogs, feeding them, and then getting to know their stories and everything. And also when we went to the house to teach all the children, it was quite good also, that experience. It basically toned us down a bit. So yeah, it made us feel like, we're actually very privileged, and actually we should actually thank the Lord for giving us all these special things and stuff. So yeah guys, that's about it.
Hello everyone, my name is Zhang Zhihao. For this community service activities, we went to 3 places: Malaysia Independent Animal Shelter, World Cleanup Day, and Zombie Education Center. So one of these activities I remember most is going to animal shelter, which is full of abandoned and injured dogs. When we first saw there are so many injured dogs, and my heart was very sad, because the dogs are our friends, so we should not hurt them. Although the dogs in the shelter are well cared for, but I feel they are still afraid humans.
Hi, my name is Alisa Ote, and I'm studying hospitality management. I was part of a group of 11 members where we had to complete up to 20 hours of community service. As part of our project, we went to 3 different locations. The first one was in Puchong at the Malaysian Independent Animal Rescue. And from that activity, which involved about 200 dogs, I realized that I don't make enough time for others in my life. I sometimes lose track of myself as I am under a lot of stress from school and assignments and trying to keep up a social life. And for that activity, I woke up very excited and with a purpose. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, to find yourself, you have to lose yourself in the service of others. And the second activity we went to was the World Cleanup Day, which was held in KL. Although it was for very short hours, I did manage to learn that we have to help out in the community that we live in around us. I realized that one small act can make a difference, and you have to be part of a movement instead of just sitting there and complaining that nothing is being done. And then the third place we went to involved children, which to me was stressful but a delight, because I have a younger brother back home, which I miss very much, and I got to interact with boys around his age. These children are all kids of refugees, and it made me realize how fortunate I am to be receiving my education here in the Taylor's University. And it's always helpful to help out others around us, especially those that are less fortunate. So I will try my best to make some time to help out my community when I have the spare time, especially the kids, because they need someone to look up to and to teach them the right way. Thank you very much.